Virgo, welcome back to Spiritually Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for your sun, moon, and rising from July 29th to August 5th. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Virgo to receive the rest, please. Thank you. With that being said, Spirit, may I please have 7 cards for Virgo. We are starting off with the 6 of Cups, followed by the 7 of Wands, followed by the Chariot, followed by the 8 of Pentacles, followed by the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the Justice card, and ending lastly with the 9 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the one and only the Magician card. If I wanted to cross-reference the last card, the 9 of Wands. Virgo, right off the back, I want to let you know, okay? That things that you are searching for, right? The truths that you are looking for, okay? The things that you have learned from, especially in your past. I want to let you know, okay, that you are no longer the wounded per se, okay? You are the person that has and is now, okay, moving forward from the battles, okay, that you have suffered from, all right? And with that being said, let's go into your oracle cards for guidance and wisdom. Okay? We have here, coming from your higher self, you have a new moon eclipse, and the oracle says expect powerful change, okay, in your life, right? Expect a powerful change. Could be in your ways, could be in your life. That's the reason why right away I said, you've already learned from the past, Virgo, okay? And now, all you search for is the truths, right? It's like somebody tells you something and you're like, yeah, well, show me. You know what I mean? Show me. Don't tell me, show me. That's what I keep on hearing. And let's go into a card for your from your angel numbers, okay? So you can get your angel numbers here. And another card, and receiving card from your spirit, from the spirit, to bring you a message, to bring you comfort at the end of this reading. We're starting off here with the 6 of Cups, and this is all about thoughts of, let's per se, focusing, right? Your emotions, all right? Focusing on past influences, right? Okay? Like, you know, your childhood memories, okay, your, you know, the simplicity, okay. But you know, one thing that I'm hearing right now is simplify for some reason. I could be saying it wrong. Simple or simplify. Simplification. Wonder if that word exists. Simplification is what I'm hearing. You know, focus on what matters. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Simplify. Yeah. Simplification. Okay. And sometimes we may miss friends, family, you know, the warmth of, you know, of the innocence, okay, of your memories of your childhood. But this speaks about nostalgia, you know, it's close friends or, you know, things that you're missing in your life that, or sometimes not, you know, not even necessarily missing, but thoughts, right? Thoughts that I remember this, I remember that, you know, and that's in your past, you see, because in your present here, you are rushing into battle here, okay? And why I say this, because the 6 of Cups is being followed by the 7 of Wands, okay? And one thing that I always say is notice that he has 2 different pair of shoes on, okay? A boot and a shoe. That means that he got up really fast and rushed to fight, you know, to battle with whoever, right? Now, I want you to think about this for a reason, okay? I want you to think about this for a reason, okay? When the 7 of Wands is coming up, is letting me know that you have worked hard for where you are, okay? And I don't want you to think about whatever challenge, right? Whatever challenges are around you, okay? You know, especially by like opponents, okay? Could be in your job, could be, you know, family, friends, you know what I'm saying? Think about it more as competition. But when it comes to this card, I always say to every person, remember though, that it's easier, right, to capture bees with honey, okay? Because this right here is showing me that you're standing up for yourself in a way. There's something that you're doing, that you're standing up for yourself. You are, you know, defensive in a way, okay? Especially like right now, all right? But but the thing with you is that you have the stamina to endure anything, all right? That's the reason why there are 5, okay? I mean, excuse me, there are 6, right? People fighting here against 1, right? And it is being followed here by your major arcana, the Chariot, moving forward, okay? This right here, once again, is telling me that you are confident, all right? That's the reason in the present you're getting up and you're standing up. You're like, you know, we're moving that way. What's up? Okay? And have the drive to overcome any obstacles. Okay? See, the Chariot, all right, has left here. The Chariot left everything behind and moved forward by himself, focused on, you know, the tunnel, all right, the end of that tunnel, okay, the light at the end of it, okay, you know. And right here, which is one of the greatest things of having this card appear, especially in this reading, it's letting me know, okay, that you are in a positive direction, just like the chariots. The good thing and the greatest thing, as I said, is that you are now channeling, okay, your inner power, all right, through your hard work, okay, and commitment, your consistency, okay, you will succeed. You will see much success, Virgo, and you know, um, and I see a lot of it, you know, especially with these cards. Okay. With that being said, Virgo, if so far you are enjoying this reading, allow me to ask you to please hit that like button there for me so that way we can feed the algorithm with what it needs to show that you are liking this video. I would truly appreciate it and thank you very much. With that being said, it is being followed here by the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? It is being followed here by the Eight of Pentacles. All right? And when it comes to the Eight of Pentacles, this is just how I said about your hard work, right? Okay? And you're like, I got to do this last thing right here. I got to do this one thing. This is the time of hard work. Okay? This is what it's showing me, that you are like, but the thing of it is that you are mastering your craft. This is about mastering your craft, okay? You're working towards the long term of things, okay? And the great thing about this card is that you are at the brink of achieving greatness, okay? At the brink, okay, of fulfillment, of fulfilling, all right, your dreams, okay? I'll tell you, it's all about your ambition, all right? Focusing on your goals, okay? Focusing, okay, on what really matters to you, Virgo, okay? And it is being followed here by the Six of Pentacles, okay? And one thing that I can say about the Six of Pentacles is that you have learned on who to give to and who not to give to, because that's what you see, he's holding the balance. And this person is asking for money even though he has something in his back. And in tarot, we're saying, it's like saying, what do you have in your pocket that you're not showing me, right? Okay. And there is charity in your life, because that's what he's doing. He's giving. So it's like charity. There's charity in your life. Okay. It's like, it's either that you are being generous to people or someone is going to come in your life that's going to be very generous with you. Very, very generous with you. Okay. And that's because of your hard work. Okay. Something, you because of your hard work, you may be even seeing yourself in, like, you may be like the one in the position, okay? Like the one, okay? Like your hard work, okay, is going to bring you prosperity, all right? Much, much wealth in your life. Much wealth in your life, okay? And that, I can say that too because you're being followed here, the Six of Pentacles being followed here by the Justice card. And the Justice card is literally right under the Chariot here, okay, in your future, all right? So the truths, there is no lying here, okay? When the Justice card comes around, literally paired under the Chariot, moving forward with truth, okay? You understand the cause and effect. That's what this card speaks about. It's about understanding the cause and effect, and that a fair and just outcome will follow, okay, your actions. Okay? So meaning, right? If you have acted in alignment then you have nothing to worry about. But if you haven't, then you will be called out for it, right? But with these cards, it seems to me that you are, what we say in Spanish, haciendo las cosas bien para que te salgan bien, meaning doing the things correctly so that they come out correctly, right? Or doing the things right so that they come out right. And I can say that because here, this is what I call the card of the wounded warrior, okay? The wounded warrior, all right? The person who has fought for everything and is right there, okay? But you're tired, you're exhausted, time to relax, okay? It's time to think about now of all the great things that you already have, okay? A wounded warrior. This card, to me, says it all, okay? Your hard work is paying off, but now you're thinking, okay? It's almost like how can I say it to match? It's like you're halfway through the battle, okay? To match the card, okay? You're halfway through the battle, okay? You are fatigued and you are drained, okay, of energy, but, okay, you're like literally nearly there. You're close to access, all right? Okay? You know, you are close to success. You're there, all right? This is the same thing as, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles. At the brink of fulfillment, you know, okay? But now is when you gather your strengths. Now is when you start to think about, okay, and learn from the past failures, okay? That's the reason. And I mean, I can read these cards horizontally, vertically, however I'd like to put them, okay? Look at that. And like I said, you know, if I wanted to even cross-reference your last card here, the Magician, okay? The person who is literally telling, you know, telling me about you have the talents to go on this journey, okay? You have the talents, you have the capabilities, you are, okay, the resource, the creative person, all right? Yeah. That's the reason why I'm hearing simplify. Simplify. Focus on what matters. Focus on what matters, okay? You know what I just heard? I just heard breaking your limits. Your life, in your life, you have to break limits. That's what it is. You have to break limits in order for that way you can live, boom, a big life, you know, like a really great life. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's what makes you stronger, Virgo. But let's go into now let's go now into your angel numbers. I'm going to flip this over and see what it says. I love when that happens. I love when I'm hearing certain things and the cards speak. They speaketh as I thinketh, as I feel it. I feel it. Feel what I can, only if you can grab energy can I show you what I'm grasping. I wish it was like a light that you can show. Do you see that? Do you see this? You don't see that. You don't see what I'm feeling. Ah, the angel would like to speak to you about simplification. Angel number 654. And the angel Virgo would like to say to you, simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. Look at that. Simplification. It came in so many different ways. Simply. In my mind, it was saying simple, simply, simplify. You know, simplification. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even think that was a word. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I'm thinking, I'm hearing simplification. I was like, that can't be it. Yeah, that was it. That's fantastic. I love reading cards and allowing those from the outside, from the other side, whom has passed in my life and are guiding me through what I am doing. It feels really good. But let's go now into your spiritual message to bring you comfort now at the end of this reading, Virgo. So here we have the Spirit would like to let you know, Virgo, you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. Wow. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. That is fantastic. That is great. That is great. To think that I just recently said that, to say, you know, outdo, you know, yeah, what did I say about the limits? You know, breaking your limits. And here it says, breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. And as I said, the big life, the boom, right? I love it. You know, these cards that you have in front of you, Virgo, are very important, okay? Because I want you to understand to expect a powerful change that is coming into your life. It's around the corner, okay? I mean, this reading is going into August, right? And the beginning of it, which is fantastic, okay? With that being said, Virgo, if you have enjoyed this reading and you have subscribed to my channel, then allow me to tell you thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. But if you have not, then allow me to ask you to please, okay, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of your upcoming scheduled readings. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life so that the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. Virgo, I will see you next week. Take care.